The story is about an unfortunate teenager named Denji, whose main goal of life has been set by fate is to pay his ancestral debt by working as a devil hunter for a notorious gang named Yakuza. However, he is still not very successful in fulfilling his aim, although he has already sold an eye, a kidney, and his ping-pongs as well. He has no friends or family except his ever-faithful chainsaw dog devil Pochita. He is also treated unfairly by an old gang leader, who pays him peanuts even after Denji presents him with expensive carcasses of tomato and marshmallow devils. Later, the old gangster tricks Denji into being a bait for the zombie devil as a result of a deal he has made to satisfy Yakuza's hunger for more power. Poor Denji, who already has an inherited heart disease, is cut into pieces by the zombies. Pochita exchanges its heart with Denji's and fuses inside his body, leaving its little tail protruding through Denji's chest. Denji is resurrected and then pulls over Pochita's tail. This immediately turns his arm into a chainsaw, and he begins cutting and chopping those zombies like carrots and cucumbers for a salad. The next morning, Makima, a devil hunter with public safety, finds him and decides to keep Denji as her human pet. Denji is happily sold for a continental breakfast of bread, butter, jam, coffee, and salad. While traveling with Makima, the latter tells Denji that now he is her pet and he must reply with either yes or a woof. So when Denji's stomach begins to growl like a worn-out engine, Makima puts on a coat on his shirtless body and decides to feed him. Never ever being treated in such a way, a starved Denji immediately falls in love with Makima. Soon they reach the devil hunter headquarters at Tokyo, and Denji is made to work with another devil hunter named Iki. However, Denji's heart is stuck on Makima with a hot glue gun, and he refuses to budge. Iki tells him to leave the job if he's not seriously into it. One day on a mission, they spot a fiend, which is a devil that takes over a corpse. Iki orders Denji to kill the fiend like a devil. However, Denji kills the fiend by the help of an axe for his own personal reasons. It is then Makima assigns him with another partner who is a fiend called Power, belonging to Iki's team. Together they hunt down a sea cucumber devil, and Denji decides to put up with an annoying bloodthirsty Power because of the nice melons stuck on her devilish body. The public safety devil hunters must refrain from killing a civilian devil hunter's target or else will have to pay a penalty. Makima scolds Power to be more careful next time. Power turns a bloodhound on the sniff of blood because she used to be a blood devil before Makima caught her. Later, Power tells Denji about her cat Meowie, who got kidnapped by a devil, but she couldn't do anything as she was captured by Makima. Sensing Makima's indifference, she promises that she will let him fondle her melons if he helps her find Meowie. Denji's attitude takes a complete U-turn, and he begins to curse the devil who kidnapped the poor feline. Meanwhile, Power lures Denji to a house and hits him with a hammer. She drags him inside the house where a bat devil is waiting for her. She tells the devil that she has brought him a human and now he must return Meowie to her. The bat devil has lost an arm, and by drinking Denji's blood, he manages to generate his arm. The devil swallows Meowie in order to remove the bitter aftertaste. Power can now understand how Denji felt about Pochita, but till then the bat devil has swallowed her as well. While the devil heads towards the city, Denji clings onto his legs, demanding to return his melons to him. To the bat devil's surprise, Denji turns into a chainsaw devil, and both parties begin to have a face-off. Denji then uses his chainsaw to chop and finally kill the bat devil. A flashback is shown in which Power's past is shown. She abruptly wakes up in Denji's arms and finds Meowie safely purring beside her. Power is curious why Denji saved her life. Denji shamelessly points to her big melons, and Power rolls her eyes, but then she allows him to fulfill his half-witted desire. An electrified Denji jumps, only to get his arm chopped off by a leech devil, ex-girlfriend of the bat devil. She is ready to spare his life because now she has eyes only for Denji. A furious Denji pulls the trigger of his chainsaw, but is unable to transform as he lacks blood. Still, he engages in a fight with the leech devil physically, stating that the only goal in his life is to grope someone's cantaloupes. Even the leech thinks his dream is nonsensical, and this makes Denji mad with fury and cuts off the leech's neck with a feeble chainsaw emerging from his forehead. Iki comes to his rescue and summons a fox devil, who kills and swallows the leech devil. Later, Denji finds himself in a hospital with Iki by his side, who tells him that his arm has been attached to his body easily since Denji's a devil. Later, to Iki and Denji's misery, Makima sends Power to live with them, and she is a true beast by heart, who does like to eat veggies, hates to flush toilets, and doesn't feel a desire to bathe. However, all of Denji's woes are unclogged when Power allows him to fulfill his innermost dippy desire. A hapless Denji faces the greatest scam of the century when he finds out that Power's melons are nothing but a couple of stuffed paddings. Still, Power tells him that he should be thankful to her for giving him such a mind-blowing experience. When Makima comes to know about Denji's distressed situation, she explains that for a memorable experience like that, two people must know each other well. With that, she places Denji's hand on one of her twins. Denji gets a 1000-watt bolt of electric shock, and Makima promises more excitement if he manages to capture the gun devil, whose current location is unknown and only Denji can defeat it because he's special. She then shows him some bullets, saying that they are parts of the gun devil that stick together like magnets, and once the part becomes bigger it will return back to the original source, the gun devil. Later, Aki and his 6-member team arrive at Hotel Morin to catch a devil who has killed many devil hunters. Soon a head with a hand and a foot comes out, and Himeno kills it by using her ghost devil's right arm. A horrible realization sinks into the team that they have been trapped on the 8th floor, and also their connection from the outside world has also been cut off. The devil is actually playing garish mind tricks on them. A forever relaxed Denji goes to sleep, instructing them to wake him up if something exciting happens. The team members lose their marbles with Kobni about to drink toilet water, and Power begins to jabber about how she wants to win a Nobel Prize and will become a prime minister one day. Denji assures Aki and others that Power is one of her kind, and usually has brain-wrecking spells. The miniature head devil has transformed into a gigantic mass of goo, and proposes a deal that it will spare the lives of all devil hunters if they kill Denji for him. All devil hunters are in favor due to Denji's reckless behavior except Himeno and Aki. Aki decides to fight back with the help of his sword, but Himeno refrains him for doing so as this will slash years out of his lifespan. However, Denji realizes that it is really intimidated by Denji's chainsaw ability, so he decides to seize that opportunity for the sake of Aki, who gets stabbed by a maniacal Kobni in an attempt to kill Denji. Denji gets swallowed by the eternal devil and begins to chop it like boiled potatoes. However, in this process he himself gets injured and loses pints of blood. Now, in order to maintain his chainsaw ability, he begins to drink the Iki blood of the eternal devil, and continues to fight it for 3 whole days to his comrades' awe. Himeno remembers her senior telling her that devils are usually intimidated by someone who are cracked eggs. Now Aki is brave but a sensible young man. That's why he may not be suitable to overcome the gun devil. An exhausted eternal devil presents his heart to Denji and pleads desperately to get slayed. Denji kills it immediately. Later, the whole team has a party where they eat, drink, and get involved in a lot of crazy endeavors. A dead drunk Himani remembers the promise she made to Denji for a kiss, grabs him and stuffs her lips onto his. Denji is a little hesitant because Makima is also watching them. However, he begins to enjoy his treat when suddenly Himani reaches out into his mouth, to everyone's disgust. Later, Himani carries Denji on her back to her apartment for some fun. Nothing happens between Denji and Himeno. The next morning both have breakfast normally, and agree to help each other achieve major love goals in their lives. Later, Makima is tragically shot down along with others while traveling to Kyoto. Meanwhile, other devil hunters of the Tokyo division are gunned down during their respective missions, and only Aki, Power, Himeno, and Denji are left. A strange man reveals that he is the grandson of the same Yakuza old man, who Denji killed some time ago, and has come to take his revenge. He suddenly shoots Denji on his head and Himeno on her chest. Aki immediately summons the Fox Devil, but the man transforms into Katana Man, and cuts himself out from the Fox Devil. Aki then pulls out his sword, which is a large nail, and overpowers Katana Man by the help of a cursed devil with 2 heads, when suddenly a strange girl named Akane appears and resurrects Katana Man. Himeno makes a contract with the ghost devil to let her use the whole body, and in return she will sacrifice herself. Akane then summons Snake Devil, who bites off the ghost devil, defeating it. Aki watches in horror as gradually Himeno vanishes in thin air. It is revealed that Akane and Katana Man are after Denji's heart. The ghost devil uses his hand to pull Denji's chain, and immediately Denji is resurrected into Chainsaw Man, who hilariously realizes how much he adores bad guys, as when he kills them no one files a complaint. Both engage in a matchless battle, and then Akane summons some of her men to help out. However, Denji overpowers them all, but Katana Man comes from behind and cuts Denji into half. Meanwhile, on the train to Kyoto, Makima is resurrected and kills the shooters. On reaching Kyoto Station, she meets 2 more devil hunters named Yudoru and Tendo. Both are surprised to see her alive. She then leads them to a temple along with 30 convicts of life sentences. Makima performs a ritual forming bonds with her devil, and asking each of the convicts to repeat a particular name. Soon, that person bearing the name shatters into pieces. Meanwhile, Kobni comes to confront Akane and her gang and dodges their attacks successfully. She then cuts off the arm of a weakened Katana Man and manages to pull out Denji. Akane flees with the Katana Man. Aki wakes up in a hospital bed only to find Power and Denji fighting over an apple like Kilkenny cats. Aki begins to cry for Himeno after they depart. However, Denji catches Aki crying while on the doorstep and wonders why he is unable to shed tears on Himeno's demise. Later, Makima introduces Power and Denji to his mentor Kishibe, who first interviews those two jokers. After being satisfied by their indifferent attitude towards life, he agrees to train them but has a versatile approach of torturing his students in order to bring out the best in them. Meanwhile, Yudoru and Tendo visit Aki and advise him to resign as now he doesn't have much time left to live, and also the Fox Devil has cut ties with Aki for a prolonged use. They offer Aki to rejoin if he is able to form a bond with another devil, and guide him towards a dungeon where many ferocious devils are imprisoned. Soon they ask him to form a contract with the most abominable future devil. Aki meets the future devil that eerily keeps on chanting future rules while making quirky dance moves, but Aki ignores him. The future devil asks Aki to put his head into the hole in his stomach. Aki complies and the future devil agrees to form a contract with him as it really wants to see Aki's amusing death ahead. Kishibe trains Power and Denji harder as now they have to combat Akane and Katana Man along with the rest of the special division. Katana Man and Akane are hiding in a building and Katana Man has hidden many zombies underground. Later, the members of the special division along with police gather around at the hideout. They have also hired fiends in order to fight off the zombies. Those are Beam, Princei, Golgali, and the Angel Devil. A man tries to shoot Aki, but Angel Devil uses its wings to protect him. Aki then tells Denji, Power, and Kobni to leave the zombies to the fiends, as they will be going after Katana Man and Akane. But as they don't know where they are, they will be splitting up. On reaching the 4th floor, Aki successfully wards off his attackers thanks to the future devil's piercing powers. He manages to spot Akane, who summons the Ghost Devil. Aki cuts off all the hands of the Ghost Devil but still gets overpowered by it. Ghost Devil manages to grab him by the neck. Akane then orders the devil to choke him to death. Suddenly, the Ghost Devil presents him with a cigarette on which is written Easy Revenge. He remembers Himeno telling him once that a Ghost Devil doesn't have eyes. Aki makes a final strike and beheads the devil. Akane is about to summon a Snake Devil, but Kobni places a dagger on her neck in order to stop her. Meanwhile, Power is up to her usual lunatic acts when she's gnawing a zombie's arm like some barbecued rib to Denji's disgust, and he's relieved to kick her out of the elevator to fight a sea of zombies. However, on a higher floor he meets Katana Man, and they engage in a bloodshot battle. They then jump into a train where Katana Man chops off both of Denji's arms. However, Denji manages to slice Katana Man from the middle. Later, when Katana Man gains consciousness, he finds himself tied up near the train tracks. Soon Aki arrives, and both Denji and Aki engage themselves in a tournament of kicking Katana's ping-pongs with their might. Makima then reports to her officials that Akane was killed by the Snake Devil and she had made a contract with the Gun Devil and distributed guns to the Yakuza. They also seized a lot of Gun Devil's flesh from the building, and when they combined it with the 5 kilograms they had, the new large piece finally started to move towards the Gun Devil itself. Denji has that recurring dream of being in that back alley and Pochita warning him never to open a certain door.